Okay. First thing, if you're going to be doing a lot of misting, I tend to mist on every single layout, so I do mist quite a bit. I just took like this box, I don't know, it was well, it's a Studio Calico box. So it came from 3 Scrappy Boys, like it's probably 13 by 13, and so I can fit my 12 by 12 papers in here, and I spray in here, and then I find I don't get quite as messy on the rest of my room. As you can see, it does get all over the place. I have a paper towel in the bottom. That's just because I can spray in there and that'll kind of soak it up, so I can spray something again right away. Whereas if you have the box, just the box, it tends to stay wet in the bottom a little bit. I mean, not for long, but I work pretty quickly usually. And sometimes I'm going from one thing to the next quick. So anyways, my first tip, my advice is get yourself a nice box to work in, because that'll save you some headaches, and you know, then you don't have to buy as many Mr. Clean Magic erasers to clean up the mess. So basically, I just got some scrap. This is actually pattern paper. That it's a nice solid one though, so very similar to cardstock. So I'm just going to show you the different ways, basically how I spray when I'm spraying. So the first one I have is Smooch. I'm just giving it a little bit of a shake to mix up the color. Now I tend to spray more from a side angle. You can see the nozzle is right there, and I'm spraying from the side. I'm kind of missing the paper because I'm trying to hold the camera and spray at the same time. But I spray more from the sides and get that kind of look. Now if you're looking for a more saturating, you want color, 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 oh, that's not really going to work because it's patterned. I never thought of that. You can spray right above and right onto the paper, and you're going to get a good, solid, saturating color like that. Obviously that's wet, so that's why you got uneven looking color. But once that dries, it'll just be a real solid chunk of purple kind of thing. The next one is Maya Mist. Now this is Cotton Candy Metallic. Again, I spray on an angle like this from the side, and that's what you get. That's basically, I prefer that look. You can again spray right from above for a more saturating look. Now this is what I like to do. I take my lid off and see how this is all nice and full of wonderful mist. I like to just give it a shake like this. It's hard to tell on the camera what I'm doing. But anyways, just give it a little bit of a flick and get that look. Because that will dry so awesome and so shiny and metallic, and I absolutely love the way that dries. I'll come back to these after to show them to you once they're dry, because they do dry really quick. Glimmer Mist. Again, you don't want to shake it up too much. I tend to do that and clog my nozzles. I spray this one from the side as well. You can go above again if you want a more saturated. Then just spray from above. It just depends on the look you're looking for. I mean, the thing with mist is you just play and you find what you love, and that's what you do. You know, it's always open to, you know, your style, your interpretation, and what you love, the look you want. Totally, like, I mean, it's just like all scrapbooking. It's just however you want to do it. This one I kind of clogged the nozzle up before or something. I think I must have shook it. So it's not spraying very good for me. But this one I tend to spray a little bit more from above because it does spray more like that. It's not so much, it doesn't saturate. It's not a lot of color in this. This is actually licorice. Like, this is supposed to be black. So you can tell, like even from the other one I sprayed here, that it's not black. It's kind of just a silvery sparkle in there. Which is, I mean, that's great. It just, again, depends what look you're going for. So we'll let that dry for a little bit. If we go back to the purple Smooch that we sprayed right at the beginning, man, I wish I had better light in here. You can see, actually you can kind of see the sparkle a little bit there too. If you look at the top, you can see that there's sparkle in there. So yeah, basically that's, you know, just spraying from the side just to get some splatters in there. That's spraying right from above if you want a nice dark spot. I mean, it's pretty dry, but it's not completely dry yet. So your look is it is gonna lighten up a little bit where it's really dark there. It's gonna lighten up a little bit. Glimmer mist, that's where we did a big spray from above. Oh, you can see a little bit of the sparkle there too. And that was more from the side. So again, two different looks, one bottle of mist. So just depends what you're going for, what look you want. That's the glimmer mist. Now I kind of lied because I said the Maya mist would be dry. It's not. I obviously really sprinkled a lot. But I mean, you can see, this is the one I did before, that's the one I did now. I mean, that's the same, you know. This is, if you give it a spray from the side, this is a little more saturating when you do more from above. That's from the side where you got just splatters of color, light, you know, not big splatters. These big splatters come from when I take the lid off and do it that way and just kind of toss it onto the page. I don't know how to explain that. And you can see the shimmer and the shine. I mean, of course the camera never does anything justice, but that's the Maya mist. Now the smooch isn't quite dry either, but oh, that's not smooch, that's shimmers. Sorry, this is the shimmers. It's not quite dry, so you're getting a little bit of a reflection there. But that's kind of the coverage you'll get, which I like the coverage, it just doesn't give me enough color usually. So it totally depends where you're going to use it, what you're going to use it for, and then it works. I do use all of mine. I just use my Maya mist and my smooch spritz like in my everyday scrapping. Those I use on every single layout. So again, just depends completely on what you're doing, what you're looking for. Now, another quick little trick I'll just tell you is what I do is I take, like say for example this, how I sprayed it here. Now I would just cut out a little circle of that blue, because that's my actual true color. That's what's in the bottle, because that came right out of the bottle. I would cut a little circle and put it on the top, because I store mine all in a drawer. They're all upright, just like they're sitting on the table right now. So I do that to all the lids, and then I can tell from up above, because when they're all close together, you can't really necessarily see. I gotta be careful with that pink one, because the lid's not on. You can't necessarily tell what color when they're all sitting in a drawer. So just give it a little spray on a paper, cut out a circle, or as you can see, not such a circle, but a shape of some sort, just to stick on the lid, and then you'll be able to tell easy what color you're grabbing. The smooch, they don't really stand up. I kind of try to stand up, but they come with stickers on the top, so you don't have to do that for those ones. But like I said, they don't really. I have a basket and I try to stand them up in the basket, but as soon as I close the door they kind of tip. So they're more stored like that. Not quite standing up, not quite sitting down, but it doesn't really matter. Just as long as they're not getting shaken up real bad, you should be fine. So I think that's about all the time I have. I'm going to run out here, so I got to sign off so that I can actually get this video uploaded. All right?